لا يستوون. Are they equal? The one who is a believer and the one who is fasiq, rebellious, لا يستوون. They are not equal. وقال عز وجل أفنجعل المسلمين كالمجرمين ما لكم كيف تحكمون. وقال أم حسب الذين اجترحوا السيئات أن نجعلهم كالذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات سواء محياهم ومماتهم ساء ما يحكمون. They will never be equal. And this will be evident and clear and made public in the day of judgment. Yes, in this life you may see it internally or something, and sometimes externally in your life, but in the day of judgment it will be clear. We have only two groups and no third. Either winners or losers. No third group. قال الله عز وجل فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. Whoever does a weight of an atom of good deed will see it. He will see the result of it. He will get the reward of it. And on the other hand, وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. And whoever does even the weight of an atom of an evil deed, an evil action, he will see the result of it. He will get the punishment for it. That's why there is a day of judgment. So let's just review together some facts about the day of judgment. Snapshots, let me call it. First of all, there will be, now we are not talking about time. Time is not there anymore. The timeline is vanished. We are beyond the timeline. We are in the middle of nowhere, of no when, of no nothing. This life is over. And now it's the beginning of the day of judgment. So this is al-ba'th, resurrection. First of all, when it is the time, there is an angel appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by the name of Israfil. And his job is to blow in the horn, the trumpet. And we will have a couple of blows. The first one, when he will blow, this is the signal of the end of this life. Every creature that is still alive should die. Everything should pass away. Everything should vanish. وَنُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ فَصَعِقَ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا مَنْ شَاءَ اللَّهِ. This is the first nafkha, the first blowing in the horn or the trumpet. Everything shall die. Everything. And then, except for very few angels, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would ask Malakul Maut, the dead angel who is still alive. And he will mention this angel and this angel, Jibreel and Israfil and Mikael, and he will order him to take the souls of all of them. And then he will ask him, is there anybody remaining? He would say, nobody but your slave, but your humble slave, referring to himself. He said, Ya Malak al-Maut mut. Oh, death angel, you die right now. And he will die. And you know what? When Malakul Maut, the death angel, tastes how terrible is to die, we have some narration, regardless of their authenticity, that he would say, had I known that it will be that terrible and hard, I would never have taken any soul. And then even Malakul Maut, the death angel, will die. And who is still there alive? Al-Hayyu alladhi la yamut. The ever-living Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when we read the Quran, we will come to Surah Ghafir, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is describing this very day, this very moment, and He would say subhanahu wa ta'ala, لِمَنِ الْمُلْكُ الْيَوْمِ. To whom belongs the kingdom today? There is nobody to answer. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Himself will answer this question. And He would say, لِلَّهِ الْوَاحِدِ الْقَهَارِ. To Allah, the one and only, the subduer. The subduer subhanahu wa ta'ala. The kingdom belongs to Allah. كما قال مالك يوم الدين. He is the owner. He is the master of the day of judgment. He is the master today. But because He has given us some power, we may be fooled that, oh, I have some power in this territory or in this position or in these people. I'm in charge of this and that. I have this amount of money. I have this amount of power. So you might mistakenly and wrongfully think that you are competing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like Fir'aun, like Qarun, those people whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given relatively good amount of power or position or certain type of sovereignty. And Qarun and Fir'aun, he said, because of arrogance and he thought that he is something, he said, أَنَا رَبُّكُمُ الْأَعْلَى, I am your Lord, the Most High. And we all know the story of those arrogant people. But today, on the day of judgment, there is no doubt. There is nobody even to answer. There is nobody to dare to talk even one single word. لا يتكلمون. Even after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring them back to life, nobody will say even a single word. Nobody will dare to open his or her mouth. إِلَّا مَنْ أَذِنَ لَهُ الرَّحْمَنِ, except for those whom Ar-Rahman, the compassion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will give permission to. So now we are at the very beginning. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cause everybody to die, and then ثُمَّ يُحْيِي إِسْرَافِيل, He will bring back to life Israfil, the angel who is responsible for the trumpet. And he will blow in the trumpet again, ثُمَّ نُفِخَ فِيهِ أُخْرَى فَإِذَا هُمْ قِيَامٌ يَنْظُرُونَ. And then he will blow in the horn again for the second time after a while. In some narrations 40 years or so. And everybody will get back to life. So in the first time, فَصَعِقَ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ إِلَّا مَنْ شَاءَ اللَّهِ. First time when he blow, everybody on this earth will faint and pass away and swoon away. And the second time, everybody will be resurrected. They all will be standing, قِيَامٌ يَنْظُرُونَ, looking on. What's going to happen? So this is just, and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam referring to this very fact, by the way, he is telling us how short is this life and how transitional is this life. He is saying, كيف أنعم وقد التقم صاحب القرن القرن وحنى جبهته وأصغى سمعه ينظر متى يؤمر. قال المسلمون يا رسول الله فما نقول؟ قال قولوا حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل على الله توكلنا. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is saying, how come that I taste any type of pleasure in this life while I know that the keeper and the owner of the trumpet, this is Israfil alayhi salam, who is responsible for this trumpet or horn. How come I taste any type of pleasure while I know he got his trump and his horn, and he is waiting, listening attentively to get the order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with his forehead down, so he is ready to get the order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to blow in the horn, which is a sign for the end of this life. So it's very close, very near, very إن الساعة وما يدريك لعل الساعة تكون قريبا. بغتة, it will come as a surprise. All of a sudden, this life will come to an end. So the Muslims, when they heard this from the Prophet ﷺ, so they said, what shall we say? What shall we do? The Prophet ﷺ told them, قال قولوا حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. Sufficient for us is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He is the most, and He is the best wakil, the best to rely on subhanahu wa ta'ala. أخرجه الترمذي وحسنه وأخرجه الإمام أحمد. قال الله عز وجل كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. All of those who are alive on the face of earth will vanish, will come to an end. ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. And only the face of your Lord will remain, the owner of the majesty and honor, subhanahu wa ta'ala, ذو الجلال والإكرام. Everybody shall die, everybody shall taste death, except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because He Himself created this death, He created life, He created time. But the rules of these things do not apply for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then we move to, after the second blowing in the trumpet or the horn, everybody will be